tonight we continue with our interviews of Dunedin mayoral candidates, and Abe Gray joins me now. Good evening.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Now, how long have you lived in Dunedin?
I've lived in Dunedin for 14 years. Yeah, I came here to the university and never left.
Why are you running for the mayoralty?
Well, I love Dunedin. I stayed here. I decided to make my life here. I have my wife and child here, and I want it to be not just the best small city in the world, which I've heard other candidates say, but I also want it to be the coolest small city in the world.
What leadership experience can you bring to the table?
Well, I've been an educator at the university for over a decade, a lab demonstrator, a private tutor, and lecturing as well. And I've been able to inspire a new generation of doctors and scientists. And that sort of strength as a communicator and that approachability, I think, is a real strength. I'm as comfortable, speaking to people in the boardroom as I would be someone under a bridge, and everyone knows that they can come talk to me.
What do you see as the top two issues currently facing Dunedin?
Well, obviously South Dunedin is a big issue. What are we going to do for the future? There's a lot of sort of vague talk, but I think we need to really sit down and get down to the brass tacks. We can't force people to move out of there unless we have a reasonable replacement. So we need to do a cost-benefit analysis, and obviously a lot of money is going to have to be spent. Where we're going to get all that, we're going to have to lobby the government. We're going to have to maybe partner with private businesses. But beyond South Dunedin, I really see as an issue the brain drain. We have so many creative, talented, intelligent young people. That's what makes Dunedin great. All of those people who are brought here for education, a lot of them would like to stay and have businesses and contribute to the Dunedin economy, but the opportunities for whatever reason aren't there for them. So we need to really focus on that and find a way to stop that.
What do you consider to be the core functions, of the Dunedin City Council?
Well, I mean, the council is there to deliver service to ratepayers, and unfortunately, because of some historical debt issues, service delivery hasn't been as great as it used to be, and I think we need to get back to that core business of providing wonderful city amenities.
How do you feel the current council is performing?
Pretty good. I mean, there's been a few high-profile screw-ups, but I think the overall trajectory is in the right direction. I mean, paying down the debt is really important so that we don't end up paying more money over time. But we do need to continue with high-level service delivery. So really the only way to do both of those would be to get more revenue. And I like what the council is doing, marketing the story of Dunedin and getting us a bit of profile, trying to get more visitors, more economic activity. But that needs to be cranked up times 10.
As mayor, what would you do differently?
Well, I guess I would just be a lot more visible. And like I said, I'm really approachable. So I have friends in all different sectors of society, all social classes, and they all know they can come and talk to me at any time. And I'm pretty gregarious. I'm out there in the media. I like to talk to people. And so the mayor you would always know where the mayor was, what he was doing, and you would always know that you could come up and talk to him about anything.
What do you consider to be the most important function of the mayor?
Well, it's a leadership role. So you have to be a leader. You have to be someone who's clearly, out there and has ideas and seems like they're worth getting behind. But you also have to be a champion for the city. The main role is to make our city great and make sure that the bureaucracy functions effectively. In many ways, you have to manage the bureaucracy and the ratepayers' expectations and make sure that the vast behemoth that is the DCC is actually fulfilling the wishes of the ratepayer.
Do you have the skills to lead the council?
Well, I've led a successful and growing community organization for the last 3 years, and we have an annual budget of 5 figures, which, isn't a lot compared to the council, but it's not insignificant either. And, from this we've spun off one of Dunedin's most provocative and exciting and hotly talked about tourist attractions. So, doing all of that and mustering a big group of volunteers and building all of that from scratch with no institutional support or, grants from a place like the council, I think that shows that I have the leadership abilities to organize people and get things done.
Where do you think Dunedin's future lies?
Well, I really think the intelligence and the cultural capital of our people, that's our biggest asset. That's what makes Dunedin a great place to live. We have all these other amenities, but that vibrancy that comes with being an international city and a youth culture focused city, we need to capture that and capitalize on that, and we need to find a way to take all of these resources and skills that all of these talented, intelligent young people from all over the world bring and allow them to stay here and be an economic engine for our city.
What do you love about Dunedin?
So many things. I mean, yeah, it's hard to name them all. Obviously, the environment is top, the wildlife, the proximity to so many amazing nature experiences. That's pretty much what I spend all my free time doing. But also our heritage, and the focus on enhancing that and restoring that, I think, has been really good. But of course, as I've said, the main reason why people come to Dunedin, why people love Dunedin, is our youth culture and our youthful focus. And yeah, we have the potential to be the coolest city.
Why should Dunedin residents and ratepayers vote for you?
Well, my campaign slogan is "Let's turn our stories into legends." And so the idea behind that is, let's take these things that we've just mentioned that make Dunedin special and elevate them into, world famous status. And there's some things that really deserve that. And there are so many stories to be told in Dunedin that really are legendary. And, if we're going to punch above our weight and make sure that we get more than our fair share of opportunities and make the most of them, we're going to need somebody who can really communicate all of that.
Mayoral candidate Abe Gray, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.